Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. This is Fahad Mirza, and in this video we are going to have a look at recently released Flux One tools. This will be the easiest tutorial you will find on the YouTube, I can promise you that, because I am going to explain it in as simple words as possible with a hands-on step-by-step tutorial. Flux One is one of the best model for text to image generation out there at the moment. If you don't know what flux1.dev is, please search my channel and you should be able to find heaps of videos around it. We have already installed it locally and we have played around with it a lot. Now, the same company, Black Forest Labs, has released these Flux One tools. The reason they have released it because flux1.dev is a model which is base model. What it means is that it generates images from text, but if you want to add control, if you want to mix and match those images, if you want to add more spice to those images, for example, you want to generate images on the basis of some images, then a lot of people have either built some control models which control the generation of images, or they have built LoRa's, which is a smaller model for a typical image style, and there are a lot of variations which people are building, and that innovation is awesome. We have covered hundreds of those models already on the channel. So what the creators of the original models have now done, they have come up with four different tools which are called as Flux One tools, and these are the tools which we are going to look at in this video. You can see those four tools on your screen. The first tool is called as fill. Fill is used for in painting and out painting. In painting means that you just mask an area on your image and replace it with something else. For example, you just put it on the lips of a human and you say green lipstick or red lipstick, and it is going to put on a red lipstick on it. Outpainting means that you create a mask on any area on the image and then the model extends it. For example, a person is just shown waist up, you just create a mask around waist, and then when you click on generate, it might just generate legs on that image or something like that. So it just extends the image in very simple words. And then we have depth and Kenny. So these are the control images. So depth means that it enables the structural guidance based on the depth map, that how deep the image is. For example, you are taking an image of some hole, and then this model measures the depth of that hole, and then when you create a new image, the same depth is reflected in the new image. Kenny is something which is used for edges. So Kenny edges are the outlines or boundaries of objects within an image, and they are detected using this Kenny edge algorithm, and it is better explained by showing, in my humble opinion. And then finally they have this redux tool which allows you to mix and recreate input images and text prompt, and we are also going to check it out in our video. So now you know what these tools are. Let's see how can we get it installed and play around with it, and I will be showing you the easiest way as I promised earlier. Before I move forward, let me also give a huge shout out to our good friends at AgentQL who are sponsoring the video. AgentQL is a query language that turns any web page into a data source. With its Python SDK and live debugging tool, you can scrape and interact with web content. AgentQL works on any page, it is resilient, it is reusable, and it structures the output according to the shape of your query, and I will drop the link to their website in video's description. Okay, so now in order to get it installed, the first step is to go to this website, which is Comfy Anonymous, and I will drop the link to it in video's description. From there, let's download all of the models. Now here is a heads up. You would need at least 75 GB of disk space. Yes, you have heard it right. In order to download all the models, which I will be showing you for all four tools, in addition to the flux1.dev base model. So combined, make sure that you have that much space on your disk space. Also for VRAM, I will also show you in real time when I will be using this to show you how much VRAM it is consuming, and then you can act accordingly. So first up, go to huggingface.co, and from there go to this flux1.dev website, click on files, and then once you click on files you will see this file which is called as flux1-dev.savetensor. Make sure that you right click on this download, save link as, go to Comfy UI models and UNet. Now what is Comfy UI? If you don't know what Comfy UI is, please search my channel and I will shortly show you the video which can make you a hero from zero in Comfy UI. Anyway, so wherever your Comfy UI is installed, go to Comfy UI models UNet and save that model flux1.dev base model there. Now go to my channel, just search with easiest tutorial Comfy UI and watch this first video. If you have never used or installed Comfy UI, this is going to give you a very fine head start. So make sure you watch it if you're following along. So I'm assuming your Comfy UI is installed and you know the basic concepts around Comfy UI. So we have downloaded our flux.dev safe tensor model, which is good. Now another thing which we need to do is to download rest of the tool models. So for inpainting, in this page, the Comfy Anonymous GitHub, just again right click on it, maybe open it in a new tab, again click on files. Also you see it says get it model, so you need to log into Hugging Face and accept the terms and conditions. It's all free. And then click on files, then this is a safe tensor file, right click on download, save link as, and then go to models, and then in the diffusion model just save it here. So similarly, wherever there are these links, so for example for inpainting you need to download this, and it also tells you to put it in Comfy UI model diffusion model folder. Then this is for inpainting, and also for outpainting the same model because it is a fill tool. There is another tool, as I mentioned earlier, Redux. For that, again open it in a new tab, download the file just like I showed you above, put it in Clip Vision folder, and similarly download this Redux dev safe tensor file and put it in style models folder. So Redux is done, and then for Kenny and depth, just download these two and put them in your diffusion model folder. So these are all the models you need to download. You will also need some clip models and some VAE model, and I will quickly show you. Again, go to Hugging Face, the same flux1.dev website, and from here click on files, and then I'm just scrolling down to show you. You see that ae.safetensor, you need this file, so I'm just going to open it in a new tab, right click on download and save link as, and you need to save this file in this VAE or variational autoencoder folder. So make sure that you also have saved it. Another one would we need in this clip folder, make sure that you have these two clip files there, clip_l and this t5xxl file. These are both the clip model, and let me show you where you can get them. Wherever you have, go to Hugging Face and then maybe just paste here flux text encoders, and then open the first one, and from here go to files, scroll down and just download this clip_l, and then either this or this last one. So I have just gone with this last one because I have more VRAM, and this clip L one. If you have lesser VRAM, you can go with this one. Okay, so these are all the models you need, and that is why I was saying you would need 75 GB, and you already know that you would need to put them, both these clip model T5xxl and this, in the clip folder. Okay, so now I'm just going to close these from here so that we will have more room to play with. Okay, now models are done, Comfy UI is done, you know what exactly this is. Now let me show you how you can use it in this Comfy UI. So the best way of doing it is to go again back to this example. Let me go up. I'm going to start with the inpainting example. So in this page, just scroll down, the same one. This is where Flux Extra is. Now the beauty is of this is that they have embedded the workflows in these images, and Comfy UI works on workflows. So right click on it and then save image of this image, and then save it anywhere on your local folder. So and then go to Comfy UI. Either you can drag drop or you can open. So I'm just going to drag drop. So this is how we are going to check the inpainting. So just drag drop inpaint here, and it is going to put the whole workflow here for you. So make sure that your clip models are selected in the first one, and then because I have the difference, so I just selected this. It is saying anime girl with massive fan egg. You can just leave it for now. We'll just change it shortly. And then let me put in the image. So I'm just going to go with my own image from my system. So I'm just going to go with this AI generated image of a Karachi girl in Pakistan. So let's see how it goes. I'm just going to check what is happening here. Okay, this is all good. So I'm just going to check all the models are there, which seems they are. Okay, all the models are in place. So now let me show you how to do inpainting. Whatever image you have loaded, right click on this image, then click on open in mask editor. Now let's change the sleeve color. So what I want to do, I want to just make these sleeves red. Let's reduce the thickness of our mask tool, and I'm just going to put this mask on these sleeves. So let me put it here, and then I'm just going to put it here. I know the video is getting longer, but I just want to show you how you can do that. I just don't want to show you all edited all cosmetic video. Okay, there you go. So it's not perfectly masked, but that is fine. And then we are going to save to node here. That is done. Let me go to my prompt. So if you look at the prompt, I'll make it bigger. It says a gorgeous adult 26-year-old Karachi girl standing in a Karachi market, smiling, looking at the camera. I'll just say in yellow shirt with red sleeves. So that is done. So let's see if it turns these to red, only these sleeves. And in order to run it, I'm just going to click on Q. Now if there is any error here, it is going to error out like node is missing or something, but it seems everything looks good. And let it generate the image, and I will quickly explain to you what exactly these nodes and these values are in very simple words. But if you want to know in more detail in more simple language, please watch my other video which I showed you, this one. Now if you look at this tab, you see that it is 58% done. It is also loading the model and stuff. So let it generate. Now model is loaded, almost there. So let me show you VRAM consumption. So this is my Ubuntu system, and let me clear the screen and run the NVIDIA Semi. So you see it is consuming just under 24 gig of VRAM out of my 48 GB of VRAM. And I'm running NVIDIA RTX A6000, which is courtesy massed compute. If you're looking to rent a GPU on very affordable prices, I will drop the link to their website and a 50% discount coupon in the video's description, so do check them out. Okay, it seems it has generated something. Let me go here. Wow, look at that. Look at the red sleeves. And if you remember, my masking was not perfect, but it was intelligent enough to do it. Let me place them side by side. Look at this now. Now if you are into the dress designing, and if you have seen these Pakistani dresses, you see this border? This is model. It is not present in this one, but it has picked it up from this neckline. So this is why Flux model is the best model out there. I mean, sometimes it just mind-boggling that it just goes above and beyond. So I mean, we never asked it to create this border, but it did that and it picked it out, not randomly, but from here, from it, this design on her neckline. Amazing stuff. Okay, so now you know what inpainting is. Let's try out the outpainting. Now, in order to clear it, simply go to edit, clear workflow. You can do the backspace. For outpainting, go here, scroll down, just right click here, save image. I already have it, so I'm not going to do it again. And you can do it for every thing you are checking. So I'm just going to go comfy, outpaint. Let's go here. And now instead of going through every step, I'm just going to create it and I will show you. And don't worry, in this one, I'm going to explain a bit about these notes to you. So in front of you is an example of outpainting. So again, what happened here? This was the image on the left hand side, the original. I just created a mask like this. Let me open it in Mask Editor. So I just created a mask here on her left hand side, because you see there is a not much there. So I just wanted to change or extend that image from this side. So I saved it and then I simply ran it. And it has extended on this side. Even it also intelligently adjusted all the sides here. How good is that? And you see now her arms are even longer, and then we can see more full frontal posture. Also, what I did, another thing is that you see there is some flowery sort of sense here. I just earlier I just put it in flowers. You can put it in water or something like that, and it is going to do the needful there. Now, what exactly is happening here is, if I take you to from the flow, these are the clips, so which basically convert your text prompt, if there is any, to in a format which will be understandable by the model. And then we are loading the models here, and then we are giving it a guidance. This is basically CFG or flux guidance, and I'm a bit surprised that the value is 30, which is quite higher. And this guidance or CFG classifier guidance primarily dictates how much the model is going to adhere to or conform to the prompt. So 30 is quite big, but is quite good anyway. So, and then we have here, this is the sampler which primarily generates the image, and we are using sampler for Euler, and scheduler is normal. The sampler and scheduler are quite an important part. Sampler affects the quality, speed and style of output image, whereas scheduler controls how noise is gradually removed from the latent image. And I already have done heaps of videos on this, what is latent image, what is scheduler and sampler. You can check out the channel. So this is what these nodes are doing. Now you know how to do the inpainting. You have seen the outpainting. Let's move on to the next tool. And this is example of Redux, where you provide it an original image, and then once you run it, it is going to generate various variations of that image. You can also give it some text prompt to influence the variation. For instance, what I did here is I just kept the same image, but I said long earrings, and then once I generated it, you can see that it has generated with long earrings here. So this is how it all depends upon your innovation, your creativity, how you want to fix it. Okay, so now let's try out the control ones. Let's try with the maybe Kenny one. And look at this example of Kenny. So for the text prompt, I just went with cute enemy looking girl with massive fluffy fennec hair and a big fluffy tail blunt. And then my original image, this is it has drawn all the edges very correctly of everything, and look at the resultant image. So how good it has replaced it, except in the same place. You see there is less space left here on the left hand side as compared to right, and it has depicted it right here. So this is how it controls the generation of image to the hilt, and you can see the rest of it looks really according to my prompt. So these are the tools which have been released by Flux One. I hope that now you understand them and you are quite clear how to get them installed and use. If you still have any doubts or anything, please feel free to let me know. Happy to help out. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel, and if you are already subscribed, please do me a personal favor and share it among your network, as it helps a lot, because that is the only marketing I do, and I'm very indebted if you would be sharing it on social media or wherever you like. Thanks again, and have a good day. Bye.